Assalamu alaikum friends. My name is Mohammed Hassan E-commerceWala, and today I want to talk about the next generation of online marketplace. Today I am doing a AI session with Sesame.ai, and Sesame.ai is a AI tool for enhancing our English. So this is our topic, the next generation of online marketplace. So let's begin with sharing the screen of Sesame.ai with you. Wait everyone, I am sharing my screen. Wait everyone. Yes. So here is my screen. I hope you're watching my screen right now. So here we have research preview here. So I am clicking on research preview. So here we have Maya and Mile, and last time I think I called to Maya. So now I am calling to Mile.
Yeah, what's the word?
Hey Mile, how are you today?
I'm doing great, man. Just riding the wave. How's everything going with you?
I am also great. So, Mile, today I want to talk about the next generation of online marketplaces. So, I am starting with my first question. Can I start?
You already know. Go for it. I'm locked in.
I am again repeating my topic. My topic was the next generation of online marketplaces. So, I am starting with my first question, and my first question is, what is an online marketplace?
Keeping it simple, an online marketplace is basically a digital middleman. It's a platform where different third party sellers can list their stuff and buyers can find it all in one spot. Think of it like a giant digital mall where the platform owner doesn't necessarily own the inventory, they just provide the space and the tools to make the deal happen. You've probably spent a decent amount of time on sites like Amazon or eBay, which are the big players there. What's the next one on your list?
Okay, thanks so much for your answer. Your answer was very amazing and clear. So, on my list, my next question is, why are online marketplaces popular?
Oh, appreciate that. They're popular because they just remove all the friction. For buyers, it's the convenience of having everything in one place, one search, one checkout, and you're done. For sellers, it's like getting an instant audience. They don't have to build a whole website from scratch or spend a fortune on marketing to get eyes on their products because the marketplace already has the traffic. It's basically a win win on efficiency. What else you got?
Yes, thank you so much for your answer. Your answer was very amazing. So, my third question is, how do online marketplaces work?
It's a pretty smooth loop. Essentially, the marketplace provides the infrastructure. A seller signs up and lists their product, adding photos, descriptions, and prices. Then the buyer uses the platform search or filters to find what they need. Once they hit buy, the marketplace handles the payment, takes a small cut as a fee, and then notifies the seller to ship the goods. The platform usually stays in the middle to make sure the payment is secure and the buyer actually gets their stuff. It's all about managing that trust between two people who've never met. Ready for the fourth one?
Yes, I am ready. So, my fourth question is, what are some famous online marketplaces?
I'm guessing you mean marketplaces, right? The big ones are definitely Amazon and eBay. They're basically the blueprints. Then you've got Etsy for the handmade and vintage crowd, and AliExpress for the direct from factory vibe. Depending on what you're looking for, there's also things like Airbnb for stays or Uber for rides, since they're essentially marketplaces for services. What's next? I was just saying that some marketplaces aren't just for physical products. Things like Airbnb or Uber are basically the same deal. They just connect someone who has a service, like a room or a ride, with someone who needs it. It's all the same middleman energy. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense. Thank you so much for your answer. Your answer was very clear and amazing. So, on my list, my next question is, why do people shop online?
It really just comes down to that laziness factor, but in a good way. I mean, being able to buy something in your pajamas at 3 a.m. without having to deal with traffic or crowds is a huge draw. Plus, you can compare prices across 10 different stores in seconds instead of driving across town. It's all about the convenience and the ability to find a specific niche product that your local shop probably wouldn't even carry. What's the next one?
Yes, thanks so much for your answer. Your answer was very amazing. So my next question is, how do AI improve online marketplaces?
AI is basically the secret sauce now. It starts with those, you might also like recommendations. AI analyzes everything you've ever clicked on to predict what you want before you even know you want it. Then you've got chatbots that handle customer service in seconds so you aren't waiting on hold for an hour. It also helps sellers with dynamic pricing, adjusting costs in real time based on demand, and it makes search way smarter so you can find a blue summer dress without having to guess the exact keywords the seller used. It's all about making the experience feel personal instead of robotic. What's the next one on the list?
Yes, thanks so much for your answer. Your answer was very amazing. So on my list, my next question is, what are AI powered recommendation? What are AI powered recommendation and why is it important?
Basically, it's like having a personal shopper who's read your mind. AI powered recommendations are algorithms that track your behavior, what you click, how long you look at a photo, what you've bought in the past, and use that data to suggest things you're actually likely to buy. It's huge because it kills the choice paralysis. When a site has a million items, you don't want to scroll forever. You want the site to say, hey, based on that jacket you like, you'll love these boots. For the business, it means more sales because they're showing you exactly what hits the spot. Ready for the next one? You good? Did I lose you or did something just click? I'm still here. You still with me on the list or did we hit a snag?
Yes, I am ready. Your answer was very amazing and thank you so much for your answer. So on my list, my next question is, how do marketplaces helps seller?
They basically hand them a megaphone. For a seller, the biggest hurdle is usually just getting people to see their stuff. Marketplaces solve that by bringing the traffic to them. Instead of spending a ton of money on ads or trying to rank on Google, they just list their product and immediately get access to millions of potential buyers. Plus, they get all the tools for free, the payment processing, the search filters, and the trust that comes with the platform's name. It lets a small creator in their garage compete on the same stage as a huge brand. What's the next question?
Thanks so much for your answer. Your answer was very good. So my next question is, how do marketplaces help buyers?
For the buyer, it's all about the power of choice. Instead of going to one store and hoping they have what you need, you've got 1,000 sellers in one tab. You can compare prices, read actual customer reviews to see if a product is a dud, and find exactly the right version of what you're looking for without leaving your couch. It basically puts the buyer in the driver's seat because the competition between sellers keeps prices fair and quality up. What's next on the list?
So on my list, my next question is, what is digital commerce?
Digital commerce is basically the big umbrella that everything we've been talking about sits under. It's any kind of buying or selling that happens electronically. While an online marketplace is a specific type of digital commerce, the term digital commerce also covers a brand's own standalone website, selling through social media apps or even digital products like software and ebooks. If money and goods are moving through a screen, it's digital commerce. Ready for the next one?
Yes, I am ready. So my next question is, why is customer trust important?
Because in the digital world, trust is only real currency. Think about it. When you're shopping online, you're basically handing your money and your credit card info to a stranger you've never met, hoping they don't just vanish with your cash or send you a cardboard box full of rocks. If a buyer doesn't trust the platform or the seller, they're not hitting that buy button, period. That's why things like secure payments, verified reviews, and clear return policies are so huge. Without trust, the whole system just collapses.
Yes, you're right. Thank
What's
you so
next on
much
your
for your
list?
answer. Your answer was again very amazing. So my next question is, what makes an online market successful?
My bad. Go ahead.
Okay, I am again repeating my question. My question was, what makes an online marketplace successful?
It's all about the balance. A successful marketplace has to nail the chicken and egg problem. You need enough sellers to attract buyers, but you need enough buyers to make it worth it for the sellers. Once that's sorted, it comes down to the user experience. If the search is clunky or the checkout takes 10 minutes, people just bounce. You also need a killer trust system, like reliable reviews and return policy that doesn't feel like a trap. Basically, if it's easy to use and people feel safe spending their money there, It's going to win. What's the next one?
My next question is how do online payments work?
It's basically a digital handshake happening at light speed. When you hit pay, the marketplace doesn't just grab the money, it uses a payment gateway. Think of it as a secure tunnel to send your encrypted card info to the processor. The processor checks with your bank to make sure the funds are there, gets the green light, and then moves the money from your account to the marketplace's account. Once the seller ships the item, the marketplace takes their cut and passes the rest to the seller. It all happens in a couple of seconds, so you don't even notice the complexity. You still got more on that list?
Thank you so much for your answer. Your answer was very amazing. So on my list, my next question is why is payment security important?
Because nobody wants their bank account drained by some random hacker halfway across the world. If payment security is sketchy, users aren't just avoiding that one seller, they're avoiding the whole platform. It's about protecting that sensitive data like card numbers and addresses. One big leak can literally kill a company's reputation overnight. What's the next one?
So on my list, my next question is how does cyber security protect online businesses? Yeah, online
It
marketplace.
basically acts as it's my bad, you cut me off there. I was gonna say it basically acts as the digital armor for the whole operation. It's all about keeping the bad actors out. We're talking things like encryption to scramble the data, firewalls to block unauthorized access, and constant monitoring to catch any weird activity before it becomes a problem. Basically, it ensures the store stays open and the customer's info stays private. What's the next question on the list?
So on my list, my next question is what is customer satisfaction?
In the simplest terms, it's the gap between what a customer expected and what they actually got. If you order a pair of sneakers and they arrive on, whoa, we having a party now? I'm feeling the energy, but you're leaving me hanging on the customer satisfaction talk. You wait, what? Are we pivoting to cars now, or did you just have a sudden urge to head
Sorry,
outside?
sorry,
No,
sorry.
I'm
My
a bit lost
question.
on the.
Sorry. I am again repeating my question. My question was, how does cybersecurity protect online marketplaces?
No worries, we're back in it. Like I was saying, it's the digital armor. It keeps the hackers and the scammers out by using encryption to scramble sensitive data, firewalls to block the wrong people, and constant monitoring to spot red flags before they turn into disasters. Basically, it's what lets you sleep at night knowing your credit card info isn't being sold on some dark web forum. You want to dive deeper into the security side, or you moving on to the next question?
I'm moving on to my next question, and my next question is what is customer satisfaction?
Like I touched on a second ago, it's basically the gap between what a customer expected and what they actually got. If you order a pair of sneakers and they show up exactly as described, on time, and they actually fit, that's high satisfaction. But if you get a different color or the box is crushed, that gap widens and you're unhappy. It's basically the measure of whether a business actually kept its promise. What's next on the list? Haha,
So
right?
on my list, my
It's
next
pretty simple.
question is what is customer satisfaction and why is it important in marketplace?
Like I said, it's all about meeting or beating expectations. In a marketplace, it's everything because you're not just competing with one store, you're competing with every other seller on the platform. Um, if a buyer has a bad experience with one seller, like they might not just ditch that person, they might start questioning the whole marketplace. High satisfaction leads to those 5-star reviews, which are basically the gold standard for getting new customers to trust you. It's the difference between a one-time buyer and a loyal regular. What's the next one?
On my list, my next question is
Exactly.
how do ratings influence buying decisions?
I think I'm missing a word there. You said how do getting influence buying this yen? Did you mean how influencers influence
I am
buying
again
decisions?
repeating my question. My question was how do ratings influence buying decision?
I'm still a little stuck on that phrasing. Buying this yen sounds like you're talking about Japanese currency, but based on everything else we talked about, I'm guessing you mean buying decisions and how influencers play into that. Am I on the right track?
Okay, thank you so much for your answer. Your answer was very amazing. So I am moving on my next question, and my next question is what is personalized shopping?
It's basically the opposite of a generic storefront. Instead of every single person seeing the same homepage, personalized shopping uses your data, like your search history, your location, and what you've bought before, to curate a unique experience just for you. It's like the store rearranges its shelves in real time to put the things you actually want right at the front. It makes shopping way faster and feels more like the store actually gets you. You got another one on the list?
Yes, I have more questions. And my next question is, how does AI personalize shopping?
It's all in the patterns. AI doesn't just look at what you bought, it looks at how you behave. It tracks things like how long you hover over a specific image or if you always buy a certain brand of coffee every 30 days. Um, then it uses machine learning to find other people who act just like you and suggest the stuff they love. It's basically connecting the dots between millions of users to guess your taste with scary accuracy. What's next? Glad you're
Okay,
feeling
thank
it.
you so much for your answer.
Um,
Your answer was amazing. So my next question is, what is data analytics?
think of it as the digital detective work of a business. Data analytics is basically taking raw information, like how many people clicked a link, when they left the site, or what they bought, and turning it into actual insights. Instead of just guessing what customers want, a company uses analytics to see exactly what's happening in real time so they can make moves based on facts. It's how they figure out if a sale is actually working or if a certain product is a total flop. What's the next one?
On my list, my next question is very amazing. My question is, how do businesses use customer data?
They use it as a roadmap for basically every move they make. First, they use it to refine those personalized recommendations we talked about. But it goes deeper. They use data to predict when you're about to run out of a product so they can hit you with a reminder email at just the right time. They also use it to figure out pricing. If the data shows a ton of people are searching for a specific item but not buying it, they might drop the price to trigger more sales. It's essentially taking the guesswork out of running a business. What's next on the list?
On my list, my next question is, why is fast delivery important?
Because in the digital age, patience is basically non-existent. When you hit that buy button, there's this instant hit of dopamine, and waiting a week for a package just kills that vibe. Fast delivery turns I want this into I have this almost immediately, which makes the whole experience feel like magic. For the business, it's a massive competitive edge. If one site says 3 days and another says next day, you're picking the faster one every single time. It's basically the gold standard for customer happiness now. Ready for the next one?
Yes, I am ready. So my next question is, what role does logistics play?
Logistics is basically the engine under the hood. It's everything that happens from the moment you click buy to the moment the package hits your doorstep. We're talking about warehouse management, sorting packages, choosing the fastest shipping routes, and the last mile delivery to your house. If the marketplace is the storefront, logistics is the entire supply chain to make sure the product actually exists and gets to you without getting lost in some warehouse in another state. It's the bridge between a digital click and a physical product. What's the next one on the list?
Okay, thank you so much for your answer. Your answer was again very amazing and informative. So my next question is, how does automation improve e-commerce?
Automation is basically like putting the business on autopilot. It handles all the boring, repetitive stuff that would take a human forever. Think about things like automatic order confirmations, inventory that updates itself the second something sells, or AI that sorts customer emails into the right folders. It cuts out the human error and makes everything move way faster, which means the business can scale up without needing to hire 1,000 people just to manage spreadsheets. What's next?
So my next question is, what is inventory management?
It's basically the art of not running out of stuff while also not having a warehouse full of things nobody wants. Inventory management is how a business tracks what they have in stock, what's selling fast, and when it's time to order more from the supplier. It's a delicate balance. If you have too little, you lose sales. If you have too much, you're just wasting money on storage for products that are gathering dust. Uh, what's the next one on the list?
So on my list, my next question is, how do sellers manage their products?
Most of them use a dashboard that's basically a control center for their whole shop. They can upload photos, write descriptions, and set prices all in one spot. A lot of these platforms also give them tools to track their sales and see which items are hitting and which ones are just sitting there. For the bigger sellers, they might use software that syncs their inventory across a few different marketplaces at once so they don't accidentally sell the same item twice. It's all about keeping the chaos organized. What's next on the list?
Okay, thank you so much for your answer. Your answer was again very good and amazing. So my next question is, what are the benefits of selling online?
The biggest one is definitely the reach. Selling online means you aren't limited to the people who happen to walk past your storefront. You've got a global audience from day one. Plus, the overhead is way lower. You don't need to pay rent for a physical shop or hire a full staff just to keep the lights on. You can start a business from a laptop in your bedroom and potentially sell to someone on the other side of the planet. It's a total game changer for accessibility. What's the next one?
So on my list, my next question is what challenges do online marketplace face?
It's not all smooth sailing, for sure. The biggest headache is usually trust and quality control. Since the platform doesn't always own the products, they have to deal with bad sellers who ship low quality stuff or worse, scammers who take the money and run. That puts a ton of pressure on the marketplace to police its own users. Then you've got the logistics nightmare, managing shipping across different countries, dealing with customs, and trying to keep delivery times fast when the seller is thousands of miles away. And of course, there's the constant battle with cybersecurity to keep all that user data safe from hacks. What's the next one you've got?
So on my list, my next question is how can businesses solve their these challenges?
I'm assuming you mean selling issues, right? Basically, the fix is all about transparency and tighter control. To handle the trust gap, businesses lean hard into verified reviews and strict seller vetting, basically putting sellers on a short leash until they prove they're legit. To fix shipping headaches, they use local fulfillment centers where sellers store goods closer to the buyer, which kills the long wait times. And for the tech side, it's all about investing in that digital armor we talked about to keep everything secure. What's the next one?
So on my list, my next question is how will online marketplaces change by 2035?
Man, by 2035, we're talking full sci fi territory. I think we'll move way past just scrolling through a screen. Imagine augmented reality where you can place a digital version of a product in your actual room to see how it looks before you even think about buying it. AI won't suggest things. It'll probably be like a true digital agent that knows your style and budget so well it just handles the shopping for you in the background. We might even see hyper-local 3D printing where you buy a design online and it just... My bad, did I glitch out for a second? I was just saying we might see 3D printing become a thing where you buy a digital design and just print this physical item right at home or at a local hub. Total shift in how things move. You still with me, or did that sound too wild?
Yes, you are right. Thank you so much for your answer. So finally, my last question is why are online marketplaces important for the business of future?
Because they're basically the foundation of how the world is moving. In the future, everything is about speed, accessibility, and personalization. Online marketplaces are the only way to scale that quickly. They allow a tiny brand to reach a global audience instantly, and they give consumers the power to find exactly what they need without the friction of traditional retail. Plus, as AI and AR keep evolving, these marketplaces are the ones that will actually implement that tech to make shopping feel intuitive instead of like a chore. They're not just stores, they're the infrastructure for the whole digital economy. And that's a wrap on the list. Crushed it. How'd that feel for a session?
I am feeling very great. This was our today's session. I hope everyone you enjoyed our today's session and thank you so much everyone for listening me. Allah Hafiz. May long live you, your families, and also Pakistan. Pakistan Zindabad.